Hi, Miss. My name is Yuan Haoxiang, and I'll be presenting my self-culture report blog for the Intercultural Communication class. So let's begin with my background first. I'm Chinese of Han ethnicity. I come from China, of course. There are 56 ethnic groups in China, but the Han people make up the majority. And our culture also has deep roots with influence from the ancient time, like the Confucianism. The Confucian idea has shaped many aspects of the Chinese society, like from the education to the family value and even to the gender role. So let's move on to the gender. My parents always emphasized the importance of being independent, especially as a male in Chinese culture. So from my young age, and they encouraged me to handle things by myself. Sometimes I think it's more like push me handle things by myself. Just ask me, you must do something by yourself, and you cannot ask the help for them like that. I'll take short example for you lah. When I told my mom I want to learn piano, and she didn't hire a teacher for me. Instead, she told me you need to find a piano institution, and also told me because it was a great chance to gain more social experience. It's benefit for me lah. I admit, while this helped me develop a certain skill, but it also made me feel a little bit overwhelmed at some time. And I found it is very hard to ask the help for others. I was very shy and overthink if I ask the help for others. Like I would think, is this question deserve to ask the help? Is this question deserve to bother another? Just like that. But luckily, as I grew up, I realized it's okay to reach out to others, and that make a big difference in how I communicate with people now. Because in your daily life, they have a lot of things you cannot solve by yourself. If you want to solve by yourself, and you will feel very helpless, like a good assignment, you must ask the help for your teammate. You must ask help for your team leader, like that. So next, let's shift to the class. I also come from a middle class family, and that gives me an opportunity to attend the international school, which is play a big role in shaping my character. The international school environment was very open and diverse, and influenced me to express myself more freely. It was different from the government school where I later transferred to. And I find the government school student was much reserved. They're very shy to express themselves. They don't like to communicate with someone or just interact with someone. And they have a lot of rules on the campus, like you must wear the school uniform and you cannot bring your food from your home. You must just eat at the school, sleep in the school, like that. And that contrast helped me realize the importance of the supportive environment. And now turning to the traditional story, one story that influenced me a lot is the Chinese myth story, the Yugong Move Mountains. The Chinese name is Yugong Yishan, and it's about the perseverance and the never giving up, even when the things seem impossible. And this story inspired me many times in my life, especially when I learning English, because it's very difficult and very helpless, very excruciating to start a new thing like the language. But I think it's deserved lah, because when I master this language or just learn this language at a certain level, I will get the feedback. I will feel the sense of achievement. So I think it's okay, it's deserved. So next, talk about some theory, which is I learned from the Intercultural Communication class. The first one is culture is learning. It's described the culture is not something you're born with. It's passed down from the generation to generation. It's you learn it. For example, for you in China, we place a great importance on family reunion during the Chinese New Year because my grandparent told my parent about it, and then my parent told me that it's very important wherever you are and what you're doing, how you're busy is non-important. You must come home and just reunion. So I think it's just like the machine, never stop, generation to generation, non-stop. And we also learn about some concept of saving face, which is affect how we communicate. It taught me how important to maintain the respect, especially with elderly, and how to avoid the embarrassment like that. For example, for you, if my grandpa says something that I disagree, I cannot just straight say, straight print it out. I need to use some light way, soft way to express my opinions. Like I got a different idea or something like that. So in the end, I would like to give a conclusion. So the culture is a big role in shaping who we are and how we act and how we communicate. So it's passed down through the generation, and it's also important part of understanding ourselves and others. So goodbye, goodbye, Miss.